Just have a 5-minute conversation with a neighbor can save you tens of thousands of dollars when you're buying a condo. I had a client buying a unit here in New West, and I met one of the neighbors in the lobby, and they told me that the strata council president owned 20 units in the strata. Generally, when I hear that, my guard goes up because it can be a good or a bad thing to have a strata council president with such a high vested interest in the building. First thing I had to do was I had to find out the percentage of ownership that this strata council president had in the strata. In this case, there was 150 units in the strata. He owned 20 units. That was about 13%. Now, if that number was too high, 30% or 40%, I would have viewed that as a significant red flag. The big issue is if that strata council president or any one owner owns a significantly large share, you can start to take some control of the strata and actually push through things like bylaws and maintenance repairs that aren't for the benefit of everyone. So on that note, the next thing I did was I had to look at the track record of this strata council president. How was he doing when it came to proposing work that needed to be done for the strata corporation? Was he aligning with the things that were recommended by engineers in the depreciation report? In this process, what I was able to learn is he was actually grinding out some really good deals with suppliers. He was getting multiple quotes on items. I actually had a high sense of confidence reviewing the documents that he knew what he was doing and he had the best interests of the strata in mind. Now, personally, I was a multi-unit business owner in the restaurant business, and it's very common to have a managing partner when you're owning restaurants. So I viewed this situation much like having restaurants and having an operating partner where you have someone that has a little bit of equity, but not too much. By giving them that equity, that part ownership, you know that they're making decisions from a good place because their investment, their asset is based on them making good decisions. In this case, after I checked everything out, I thought it was still a good buy for my client. But had I not had that conversation with the neighbor in the lobby and this strata council president actually owned a higher share, this would have been a significant risk to my client.